Uganda Manufacturers Association, with its over 1,500 membership, has partnered with Uganda Free Zones Authority to exploit opportunities in export-oriented free zones and ports. The multi-sector investments, open to 80% export-oriented investors, are currently of critical interest, and the collaboration between two parties intends to foster a robust export-oriented ecosystem that will eventually drive economic growth and job creation.
How are we going to compete with the Ghanaians who have uptime in their Tema industrial zone, Tema free zone, of 99.7% of electricity, okay, and they're not using thermal generators because it's a government policy that we shall not put thermal generators in our industrial zones, but we shall ensure that there is higher uptime. So with you buying a diesel, with you buying a generator of up to probably $100,000, how are you going to compete? So this is where free zones comes in.
As industrialists in this country, the tangency with the free zones, I would say, agenda helps us majorly in two ways. One, it helps us to diversify our market, the scope of our market. The industries that we have in the region are almost all producing homogeneous goods, for those who pick on it. Homogeneous, you'll find that what we produce in Uganda is what Kenyans are producing, is almost with what Tanzania is producing at regional level. But when you advance this kind of approach, it helps you to produce for a market beyond the region.
With a possible $6.9 billion revenue from exports still a possibility as per the authority, specialized export-oriented zones are being driven to provide an array of benefits for manufacturers and exporters. These zones will feature state-of-art infrastructure, tax incentives, streamlined customs processes, and access to world-class logistics services. There is still a provision to engage foreign companies, trade missions, and investors to showcase the vast opportunities available to attract foreign investors.
We want to use this collaboration to create awareness, even for the existing manufacturers, to take up this opportunity, especially those that are venturing into exporting. So we know that through this collaboration, we will be able to market, create awareness, and use the networks, both the central networks, but also the regional networks that UMA, or Uganda Manufacturers Association, already has, to reach out to the country in all regions, to tell them that this opportunity is there. It has been in existence since 2014.
As Uganda remains a signatory to major regional markets such as COMESA, the growing industry banks on utilizing market strategies such as free zones to harness openings projected in border markets such as the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. This is evident by the Free Zones Annual Report for financial year 2021-2022, where investments rose by 9% to $644.76 million from $586.28 million in financial year 2020-2021. These were driven by capital expenditures on plant and machinery, equipment, land acquisition, factory buildings, and civil works. Bronia Katusiime, SMART24 TV, Business Today.